Hi, this is Joyce Stech, the Healing Jedi Master, empowering the force within you. Oh, yes, this is the lesson you're looking for. This is Royal Gems, Essence of the Week, and we are dealing with communication today and taking responsibility. Communication comes in many forms. You can communicate to or with someone else. You could be the sender of the message, or you can be the receiver of a message, or just trying to get your point across. Communication can be what others are expressing to you. Communication comes in a number of forms: words written or verbal, body language, body postures, eye positions, grunts, and weird vocal noises are also a ways of communicating. Songs, art, and any form of expression is an attempt for another to express an idea, a point, a message somewhere. All animals communicate to one another and to the world. Effective communication is vital to life. Yes, I said and meant vital to life. Without communication, without a way to express desires in a way for someone else to understand, we will cease to exist. Effective communication is vitally important. Look at the body. It's a wonderful and vastly interwoven masterpiece of design. The body is an excellent model, and it's effective in its ability to communicate with each one of its parts. It must know its function in the vast scheme of things, then it must be able to report objectively its needs, problem areas, its efficiency, and any other information that is vital to the system. If this communication breaks down in even the minutest way, the system will eventually break down and cease to exist. Hence, dis-ease. If you're in a relationship and you are not able to get your views across, to be understood, and your communication to be taken objectively, the information becomes skewed, and eventually the relationship will break down and cease to exist. The examples can continue indefinitely. A business organization is another prime example where when communication breakdown and lack of objectivity with the communication, the business will eventually cease to exist. Ineffective communication occurs when we, as the source, are dealing from an area of lack and understanding of ourselves or recognition of what we truly need. It is when we are trying to hide something from others, either because we are game players or because of a belief that others will not accept us because of what we communicate. Sometimes we're not even aware of what we are asking or what we are communicating to others. It is not only words, it is dress, tonality, our cars, our jobs, the colors we wear, subliminally and consciously. Labels are forms of communication. Triggers are forms of communication. Compulsive thinking, worry, is a form of communication. Effective or ineffective depends on the intent of the communicator and the intent of the listener. Effective communication involves being able to talk and listen with objectivity. It is about honest communication, saying what you need to say, being clear and direct. This requires stepping out of yourself and finally taking responsibility. Owning up to what is you, being your actual container, who you really are, and communicating your needs, your wants, your desires, healthy boundaries, and you as the total package. When you are in perfect alignment with yourself, it naturally begins and brings spirit into alignment. It brings the spiritual and the material together
in the heart, allowing us in this case to communicate on a combined mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual plane. The communication becomes clarified. Effective communication cleanses, filters, refines, polishes, purifies, elucidates, discerns, throws light on the message that needs to be heard for what it is, the message. Effective communication takes out the confusion and overwhelming feelings. It is not about being right. It is about honest expression and articulation of our wants, needs, feelings, viewpoints, and desires. This week, if you could just think about this sentence and phrase and maybe repeat it to yourself if it resonates with you. I am responsible for expressing my thoughts, beliefs, and opinions. They are mine and are worthy of expressing. Thank you for listening this week. I look forward to communicating with you again next week. Enjoy. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at Joyce, Joyce, at royalgems.org. Love you. Have a great week.